Welcome to this session on SQL ETL processes. Here you will learn how to use SQL for data extraction, transformation, and loading. We'll explore each phase of the ETL process and how SQL can be effectively used in each of them. Let's begin with understanding what ETL actually is. ETL stands for extract, transform, and load. Extract means retrieving data from various sources. Transform means converting data into the desired structure. Load means storing data in the target destination, such as a data warehouse. Now let's explore the benefits of using SQL in the ETL process. SQL is a universal database language, meaning it is widely supported across different database systems. It also has powerful data manipulation capabilities. SQL provides a declarative approach, focusing on what you want to achieve rather than how to achieve it. Additionally, SQL queries are often optimized for performance by the database management system. The extract phase involves pulling data from source systems using SQL queries. These queries select only the required columns, filter data based on business rules, join multiple tables when needed, and handle incremental loads using timestamps. For example, you can extract customer data with recent orders using a select statement with joins, filtering, and aggregate functions. Here are some common data extraction techniques. Incremental extraction involves extracting only new or changed data since the last extraction, using timestamp or version columns. Full extraction involves extracting the complete data set from the source, which is useful for small tables or reference data. Partitioned extraction involves extracting data in batches using partitioning, which is helpful for large data sets. Finally, change data capture or CDC involves tracking data changes in the source system using database logs. The transform phase involves cleaning and standardizing data, converting data types and formats, aggregating and summarizing data, creating derived values and calculations, handling missing values and nulls, and deduplicating records. As an example, you can transform customer data for analytics by using functions like upper, coalesce, and case to clean, standardize, and categorize the data. In data cleansing, inconsistencies are removed, formats are standardized, and missing values are handled. In aggregation, data is summarized by grouping and applying aggregate functions. Normalization and denormalization involve structuring data for efficiency and reducing redundancy, or flattening it for analytics. Finally, data enrichment involves adding calculated fields, categories, and derived information. The load phase involves inserting transformed data into target tables, updating existing records, and merging data using upsert operations. It also involves implementing loading strategies like full load, incremental load, and merge load. For instance, you can use a merge statement to either update existing customer records or insert new ones based on whether a match is found. Here are some common loading strategies. Full load completely replaces the target data with the new dataset and is best for small dimension tables or reference data. Incremental load adds only new data to the target table without modifying existing records, which is best for fact tables or very large datasets. Merge load updates existing records and inserts new ones in a single operation, and is best for slowly changing dimensions or master data management. To conclude, let's discuss some best practices for SQL ETL processes. Use staging tables as intermediate tables to hold data during transformation, which provides isolation and enables recovery points. Implement error handling using try-catch blocks and transaction management to handle failures gracefully. Optimize query performance by creating appropriate indexes, using batch processing for large datasets, and avoiding cursor operations. Log ETL operations by creating logging tables to track start and end times, record counts, and errors. Implement data validation by adding checks to ensure data quality, and most importantly, document all SQL ETL processes with detailed comments, flow diagrams, and data lineage for future reference. If you like this video, hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe. Visit codelucky.com for more such useful content.